What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about 3 of my biggest secrets to developing content and keeping content fresh. A lot of people ask me all the time, like, where do you come up with this stuff with my weekly lives and my monthly market updates and now the Realtor Playbook? And so I wanted to come to you and talk to you about my 3 secrets for developing great content on social media. What's up, guys? Coach Kane here with the Realtor Playbook. So excited to bring this topic to you today. As always, if you're interested in booking a strategy call with me to talk about your business, has nothing to do with EXP, would love to sit down with you and chat about what we can do to take your business to the next level. I'm not ignorant enough to think that everyone's going to build their business like me, but if I can give you a little nugget and help you build your business and build that relationship, that's what makes me tick. So I'd be super excited to have that call. If you are interested in talking about joining the legendary Agent Wolfpack at EXP, here's the link below. Would love to partner with you alongside with Mike Sherrard and Connor Steinbrook and take your business to the next level. But let's dive into this all-important topic. So what content should you be delivering? And the honest truth is, I'm not going to give you the 12 highest ranking videos. I'm not going to do any of that. But the honest truth is, you need to sit down with yourself and understand, okay, I need to be a resource. I need to be a resource for all people, because real estate is a huge purchase. Some people only purchase 1, 2, 3 houses in their entire lifetime. So when we talk about these clients and you kind of see how the business works, like, you have to expand, right? You feel like you have to expand. And so the best way to do that is to be a resource to people. I am absolutely dedicated to helping every single person in my database, in my CRM, build their business. And that's something that took me a little bit to understand, because I was so focused on getting the next client, getting this. But once the train got rolling, it made more sense to me to help other people build their businesses. And by doing that, I am able to attract more clients. I'm able to get the word out to more people, because if I help the HVAC guy, or if I help the concrete guy, or I help the lender or the title person build their business, and I'm constantly giving them business, then all I have to do is ask them for theirs. Or sometimes I don't even have to ask. I remember a conversation I actually had the other month with my HVAC contractor. He was actually servicing my furnace and my air conditioning at my house. When he was all done, he said, "We're all good to go." I said, "Okay, how much do I owe you?" I was gonna write him a check. He said, "Jeremy," he's like, "you have literally kept me busy for 20 weeks of this year." And it was like June 15th. So that's pretty good. So as I kind of thought about that and heard what he said, he was not going to charge me. Cool, free service. That's not why I send people business. But he also mentioned at the tail end of that conversation, we need to sit down and talk about real estate at some point. And I said, absolutely, man, would love to anytime, just let me know. And if anybody you come across has a question or, can use me as a real estate resource, please let them know. So now my HVAC guy, who I've helped build his business, who I've shown the money to, will be out there as a raving fan of me, telling people, hey, call Jeremy. He, does this, look at his YouTube channel, look at his Facebook page, whatever. And so that's important. Be a resource to people. And it's not just, HVAC and concrete, like I mentioned, lenders. You can help someone build a, business at a salon, or build a business as a cake baker, or all of these things. If you are that resource that people know, hey, I'll call Jeremy, he always has a guy or has a gal to do something, we can connect you. And what that does, that's so important to my business, because if I'm able to pass off referrals, your referrals to people, then those business people who are in the field every single day with a whole different network that I could not possibly tap as an individual is being tapped. So be a resource, be out there, help other people build their business is absolutely a #1 way to build content. It's also pretty easy to get on video and interview people. So ask them 3 questions, quick video, highlight their business, mention that you're a real estate agent, but that's all. But then they share it out to all of their people. So that's a way to take it from, boots on the ground client development to, more viral type. So biggest thing with content is help other people build their business, use their stories as content, and your business will be, or your content will be more dynamic, and people will definitely see it more, because those small businesses are absolutely going to share and spread the word. And so as we move forward and we're talking a little bit about that first tip was absolutely, based on other people's business and that kind of stuff. But the truth is that real estate agents and all people have an intrinsic fear of putting out information. And that comes for two reasons: from either an overabundance of knowledge and not being able to, explain it to the general population, or lack of knowledge. So the content that we should be putting out should also have some educational value to it. We have to entertain, we have to educate, right? And so the entertainment stuff can be lifestyle stuff, restaurants, top 5 bars, top 5 yoga studios, whatever. But then we can also educate people on the real estate process. And this is something that I use to get into video. And the honest truth is, it's kind of boring content. But when I'm able to answer a question, when somebody asks me a question from an ad or something, and I can say, hey, check out this video, then they go to my YouTube channel and they're constantly cycled into that algorithm. And so not only am I teaching them, about first-time homebuyer programs, but they're seeing all the other content because I'm consistent with it. So whether it's from lack of knowledge or overabundance of knowledge, you got to put stuff out there. If it's lack of knowledge, you got to understand that you need to go reach out to people and network with other agents and ask questions and shadow agents and meet with industry partners so that you can provide that content. The next hardest part about content is people don't think that their lives are interesting, right? They don't think that other people are compelled to pay attention. So put your life out there a little bit within your comfort zone. But the fact that, I'm a girl dad and people know that now allows a lot of people to connect with me, whether it's boy dads or girl dads. Boys dads are like, dude, sorry you have 3 girls. Girl dads are like, dude, hell yeah, girl dads unite, right? So put your life out there a little bit and understand that people are compelled to you. As a real estate agent, you're probably a magnetic personality. And so you don't have to be overbearing with real estate. You don't have to be overbearing with lifestyle, but mix that lifestyle in because people care. People want to connect with other people. And if you have a connection outside of real estate, so many times people just reach out and say, hey man, would you help me with real estate? Like, I watch your videos. I haven't really told you that I watch your videos, but yeah, of course I will. And that's the whole reason I'm putting out this content. I'm living my life in the public, but also just little ways for people to connect, because all it takes is one connection for somebody to reach out and then make that connection in their head that you're a real estate agent, they need it, or their mom needs it, or whoever needs it, and make that connection so you can build business. The next thing is kind of this echo effect, and it's kind of an interesting concept. Ever since I've gotten my real estate license, all I hear in restaurants, I haven't gone to a restaurant without hearing people talk about real estate since I've been a licensed agent. And that's kind of a weird thing, but I ask my new agents all the time, like, okay, when's the last time you heard somebody talk about real estate? Right? And they say, well, everywhere I go, now I hear it. For some reason, you just hear it. But the honest truth is people are talking about it and people are interested in it. Now what you can do is listen, the question is, how do you get in front of those people? How do you insert yourself into that conversation? And I'm still not at the point where I hear someone talking about real estate at a restaurant and sit down at their table. I'm not doing that. But what I do is kind of take notes about what they're talking about, listening to what they're saying and how I can develop content around that. And so if I hear them talking about a certain headline or have a question or whatever, I don't really listen as to the answer. I do to see if it's, hey, is that a real estate agent or not? But I'm able to take that and make it content. So answer questions that I'm hearing. This keeps it more fresh and it keeps it more modern, or like current, I guess, not modern. But if I can provide current content and these people are talking about it in a restaurant, I can put it out there to the masses through YouTube, owned by Google, and get that information out there and optimize my video correctly, then I'm answering that question. And so if I'm not ready to insert myself in that conversation, then, so be it. But as we go, or you mention it to the person hey, they're talking about, this housing recession thing. What have you heard about that? What do you think about that? So you can develop this through content. I'm not only engaging with the person I am with, but I'm also, developing ideas to reach this person that's in my community that's so close right there. I could touch them, but maybe I'm not as comfortable just going and sitting down at their table and grabbing a glass of water with them to talk about it. So that's a great way to develop content, is just be aware of what's going on in your surroundings. The next thing, and I heard Nicole Ruth talk about this at her recent Aging Ignite, was always have 3 questions and 5 facts. So always be prepared to drop knowledge, right? And when we talk about content, we're always thinking about social media and all of this stuff. But the honest truth is, if you can have 3 questions and 5 facts that are, great to your market, you can ask people questions to engage, right? That's kind of the idea. Hey, what do you think about, this? Or have you heard that the interest rates are super low? Have you thought about refinancing? Or whatever those questions are surrounded around to generate conversation. Hey, did you see that house for sale in your neighborhood? That kind of stuff. Or 5 facts. Like, did you know that, we have double the amount of equity we had in our homes in 2006, just before the real estate, stock market economic crash caused by real estate? Did you know that we have double the amount of equity in our homes right now? Isn't that crazy? And all these people are talking about foreclosures and all this stuff. So if you have 3 questions and 5 facts, you're always available to drop knowledge, right? And you're always available to, develop content around those. If that's dynamic lists, maybe you're, constantly going through those questions and you change it every month or whatever that may be, but you can kind of think about that. But then when you're in the flesh, like with real human interaction, if you have those things, you can dive right into those 3 questions and 5 facts, when you need it. Go to, what's your elevator speech? Just have real knowledge and people will respect that, and that'll get you a long way. And then you can develop content around those things as well. So overall, I just gave you a bunch of different ideas to develop content. I didn't tell you what you should be putting out there. I just told you how you can develop your content. And if you noticed, it was all mostly belly to belly, in-person kind of things. As we get back to that, now that we're well past COVID, it's super interesting to watch people interact. And it's almost like some real estate agents and things have gotten so used to being behind the screen and doing that stuff that the interaction doesn't go. But if we can take that content, real life, belly to belly stuff that people are talking about, boots on the ground, and put it on social media for the masses, you will absolutely see a change in your content development and your business. So if you have any questions, let me know. Would love to chat with you, a strategy about content calendars, anything like that, anytime. Book a call in the calendar link below. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go.